Hi, I'm Professor Fernando Torre Mora, and this is Computer Organization. If you've ever watched TV, surely you've heard that everything in the computer is just ones and zeros.
Just a bunch of ones and zeros playing tricks on our brain.
In this course, we're going to actually look at those ones and zeros at what's known as low level.
We are living in a time likely to be remembered as the electronic age. And with billions of transistors in just your smartphones, computers can seem pretty complicated. But really, they're just simple machines that perform complex actions through many layers of abstraction. So in this series, we're going to break down those layers and build up from simple ones and zeros, from bits, bytes, transistors, and logic gates, all the way to operating systems.
We will also have as special guests several prominent YouTubers, like Professor Philbin here.
I'm Carrie-Anne Philbin. Hello!
If you find the change in voice too jarring or just can't understand the accent, don't bother yourself. Captions appear automatically when you're viewing the class through Moodle. If you're watching on YouTube, you can always enable captions with the CC button in the bottom left corner. Each class is divided into some 5 videos in what's known as a Moodle lecture, which means that each video is followed by a review question or so, like this one, which you must answer before you can see the next video. If you don't know the answer, back up. Check the video again. There's something important you ain't getting, kid. Note, though, that these questions do not replace the exercises in the book. The official book for this class is William Stong's Computer Organization and Architecture. If you need more information, there's also Tannenbaum's book and Hennessy and Peterson's. I cannot recommend enough getting a paper version. There's no worse feeling than not being able to go on studying because you have to wait for the computer to turn on, especially if the power's out. Believe me, I know from experience. On your quest, you will doubtlessly find the distinction between the normal edition and the international edition. There is no fundamental difference between them. They don't even bother to change color for color. What does change is where the book is printed. If you're in America, your international edition is going to be printed in India and shipped from there. So if you're worried about your carbon footprint or you just don't want to wait for your book to arrive, go with the American edition. But if all you care about is stretching your dollar as much as possible, sure, get the international edition. Again, there's no fundamental difference. Alongside each class, I'll be posting a few discussion forums, a set of 4 questions that, if you answer them all, will give you 1 percentage point in class participation. You can also pose your own questions with the new topic button, which we'll discuss in the next live office hours. Answering your classmates' questions will also count for participation. The course is divided into theory classes and a lab. The lab will be given by our very own Professor Eduardo Blanco, and the grade was composed of 1 programming homework assignment and 2 projects, worth 10, 16, and 14 percentage points respectively, for a total of 40. The bulk of the grade will be in 2 exams. Those weeks, there will only be office hours, after which you can fill out the test whenever your connection is best, up until the next office hours, because in the next office hours, we will be discussing the results of the tests. Tests are generated automatically, so no 2 tests are the same. The remaining 10 points are from the participation forums, which will be posted every week except when there's an exam. Each of the 4 questions is worth 1/4 of a point. Posting your own question is worth 1/2 a point. You can also get that week's participation point by participating during the office hours. Now, you may be wondering, why is the course called Computer Organization if the book clearly says Computer Organization and Architecture? This, in fact, is our first discussion topic. So, join me down in the forums, and let's discuss. And then, in the lecture, we'll have an answer for you.